T4 Lover Adventures, nightlife. Nightlife. I've had to go and use the thunder box at work, yeah. I'll tell you what, there's not a roll of toilet paper in the bloody place, mate, but I located about 30 bloody rolls. We always have a result. They keep the ladies' toilets locked. I managed to get in there and I've got a roll for me pocket and a spare one for the van. So when I need to go to doo-doos, I've always got something to wipe it on. Yeah, this is the industrial state I've got. Don't you see over there, look. What's that, 2012? Big old clock in here. There's a local boozer. Oh, that Rolls Royce. Fucking lovely roller, V8. That's if you like a bike. Greedy. Yeah, it's not a bad job. It's not a bad job. It's a bit of a bugger being away from the family. My little boy of autism. You coming home tomorrow, Daddy? No, mate. Why? So you've got to explain to him. I promised him if he's a good boy and he does what he's told, he's going to get a magic speaker from Asda's. I know it's not much to use, people, but to him it's going to be brilliant. It's like a little Bluetooth speaker. Hooks it up to his phone or his iPad, and then he flashing lights. He's going to love it because it's his. It's not no one else's. It's his. So if anyone touches that, God blimey. But no, it's a pleasant evening. It's not cold tonight. Scissor lift. Oh, that's full of diesel. Right, that's my job. All in panels. I've got to put all the sides on. I'm involved with the roof. I just put stuff up there, like smaller stuff, but I don't. Yeah, there's old Red. Yeah, I've had my lovely. Where is Red? Oh, there he is. Sorry. Had lovely steak tonight. Beautiful steak. I don't know if you can hear the cars in the background. Who's this? I don't know if you can hear the cars in the background. That's M80. There's trusty old Red, look. I'll tell you what's annoying me, this door. Really annoying me. Look at it on the bottom of that door, look. It's bloody hanging out. But he's a good old boy. He's a good old boy. Can't really. But it's a beautiful evening. I'll just show the sky. Good old Red. Yeah, good old Red. Like I say, I've got the. Oh, open your door, boy. Open your door. There's my sticker bomb down there. I love my sticker bomb. There's my Henry. Well, bloody midgie, get out. Get. Yeah, so how's people today? What you been up to? I ain't been up to much. Well, I have. I've been actually flat out. I don't know if you see a video earlier, but I was just putting 15-metre panels up. Not like in the ground I'm on. 28 metres up in the ground, up in the air, and the ground decided to sink. It might not be much, but I can feel it in my arse that it's starting to sink, and it's not very good when you're an 18-ton machine, and obviously the weight increases when you start sticking the boom up 30 metres. And you've got weight on, the ground gets a little bit thingy. So I noticed a few cracks, 5mm, and I just aborted the lift, come down, and I rented at the boss. I said, look, I need these big pads for this machine, and he said, it costs that much money. I said, well, toodaloo, see you later. And he went, right, Jay, they'll be here in the morning. But you can't muck around with safety. And a Romanian lad, he walked under my load today. Oh, I just saw red. See, the thing is, it's all right until something happens, yeah. and I ain't going to be responsible for anyone getting injured, killed, or anything, you know. So I do get very vocal, but once I've got vocal, I will, you know, obviously they don't like it too much, and I go and have a little chat with them about 10 minutes later, and I say I do apologise, but I need to rant like that so you shout at you to get you out of danger. So I spoke to the boy. He didn't think that he did anything wrong, but then when I explained to him that these panels weigh this much, and the clad buoy what attaches to the panel to hold it up is only worked by air, it sucks the panel, you know, it sucks the panel to this clad buoy thing. I said, look, if that dropped power of battery or anything like that, mate, that's going to hit you right on the head. And my boss ain't worried about someone getting hit, he was just worried about panel getting damaged, so that's about that. But that's about it. Van life, sometimes it gets bloody lonely, mate. I had another subscriber today, one of my Portuguese friends. I think it's Pedro. Close friend of mine. We haven't spoken to each other for a few years now. But the plan is, I know Fabio, if you're listening, the plan is, it still stands, Fabio, yeah? Still stands, mate. The plan is to take my Skyline to Portugal, have my friend Fabio Lopez as co-driver, and we're going to enter the hill climb in Portugal. I'm not going there to break records. I don't want to, you know, I'm just going there to take part. The people that know me out in Portugal love my car. The Portuguese love a good Skyline, like the noise and the flames and stuff. So I'm just going there to enter, you know, have a good laugh and enjoy ourselves. We're going to go with the family. Wife's not too keen because Fabio said, Jay stays with me in my house. Samantha, children, you stay with wife in their house. My wife says, not a chance. I don't know, it must be a thing they do in Portugal. But I've seen Fabio in his quad. Mate, you're going to break your bloody neck, Fabio, yeah? You lunatic. Yeah. You make me laugh, Fabio. So is Pedro. You all do. You're all good guys, yeah? You know. Yeah, but it's van life. Christ. And the missus tells me my mortgage has gone up another £100. My mortgage is nearly £900 a month, man. Mind you, that might be cheap where you come from. I know my sister, she's paying £1,500 a month. But it all started off at 700 and a bit, and now it's nearly 900 bloody pound. What's the excuse for that going up? Yeah? My mortgage don't run on gas or fuel or diesel, so what? Fuck it, everyone's just jumping on the bandwagon. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, yeah? I'm going to go in the office tomorrow and say, Willie, yeah, my price has gone up. Oh, he'd do his nut. Get out, he say. So this is why a lot of people are turning to van life. You know, I love my T4s. I've got another two of them. I haven't seen them for a while. One's that rotten it's in half, and the other one is in half. I've got a front end of one and a body of another one, but I want a one-piece back door. But I don't know about one-piece back door. I like the barn doors. Quite like them because everyone goes for these one-piece doors. I like the barn doors. The barn doors are all right, you know. Oh, what's that now? Sky News. Everyone. Feel sorry for the people in Pakistan underwater. Jesus, they moan they ain't got water. Now they got too much bloody water. They're moaning like fuck now. But mind you, they're starving. They're thirsty. They've got all this water. They're washing in it, drinking in it. They're drinking, feeding. Oh, so that's going to start something else. They're screaming for aid from everyone else. They're not. Some of them are not prepared to leave their homes, which I don't blame them. But what you bloody do, you know? Hello, Richard. How are you this evening? How's your wife? How's the gardening getting on? You still watching your wife push that mower around? Yeah. I've got a sit-on mower, but the wife keeps bloody destroying it. She thinks it chews up tree stumps. It don't move. I said, you're sitting on a tree stump. Tot, 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 tot. Yeah, what day is it? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Oh, I don't even want to count the days. Oh, my bank card turned up. They said 3 to 5 days. Well, that was nearly 2 weeks. So because it never turned up, I applied for another one. So I've obviously got to pay for. I've got to wait another week. Oh dear! Don't lose your bank card. I don't know. I don't know. We're grafting tomorrow. We've got a big. This mobile tower crane comes in. That's pretty bloody handy. Oh, Richard, I'll let you know. Yeah, my father, he passed away with motor neurone disease. Poor bugger didn't even know he had it. He just thought he was under the weather and he was getting weaker and weaker and weaker. He dragged his Harley Davidson out of the garage and he tried to take it off the stand. He got it off the stand, but it fell on top of him. He wasn't strong enough to pick the thing up, but he still managed to get it. He still managed to pick the thing up. And then he couldn't ride it. He wasn't strong enough to change the clutch. He just thought, my God, what's going on? So he sold the Harley behind my back because I wanted that and because he was desperate for money. The thing is, if he told me, I would have gave him the money and he would have kept his Harley. But no, my dad's a biker. So he sold his Harley and went and bought himself a Sims Terrain. It looks like an enduro bike. Quite a fancy little thing. Brand new, 125. But he was strong enough to change the old clutch. So he's happy. He's a biker. But the thing is, he wasn't very happy about it because when he got on the old M11 or something like that, he got overtook by a 250 moped, which done his nutting because it wasn't really doing motorway speed. So he took it back to the bike shop, which they remapped his 125 to do 70 odd mile an hour. But when he bought it to Scotland and I was racing around because I got an LTZ Works racing quad converted to a road bike. I used to blast past them at 95. So it used to free up the bike, and my dad said, "My God, it's going really well." But so beside the point, it's motor neurone disease. He went back to England, and I kept phoning him, and I just thought there's something wrong here. So I said, "Right, Dad, you come and move with me. You have the other end of the house." So I've got a 9-bedroom house. I said, "You have the other end." He said, "You've got that front room, that back room. Everything's yours. Keep your money, you know." And he got ill, and he went to the hospital, and the lot down in England wrongly diagnosed him. So when he went to Inverness Hospital, I said, "I don't know how to tell you this, Mr. Winfield, but you've got full-blown motor neurone disease, a very rare disease, and you're going to die." My dad said, "Well, how long have you got?" He said, "Well, we can't really say because you're full-blown motor neurone disease." And then 3 months later, that was his lot. I had to hold his hand all the way, and that's not very good, seeing, you know, that death breathing they do. But I tell you what, he fought all the way to the end. Oh my God, what a fight. But the trouble is, I'm a bit of a shit, and I stood over him for 3 days, and the nurses come in and said, "Oh, we're going to make him comfortable." Comfortable for what? To die? Fuck off, get out. Oh, sorry, I'm swearing. Get out. And they waited for me to leave the hospital to get a break, because I stayed awake for 2 days, stood over him. And as soon as I left, he was gone in 2 minutes. Still to this day, people say, "Oh, they wait for you to go and then they pass away." That's nuts, mate, because I'll tell you now, yeah, he weren't going to survive, but he wanted to watch Formula 1. The nurses, they pulled his mask off his face and let him go, yeah. whilst I was in the police station, well, say police station, when I come back to the hospital, there was already old Bill there to stop me from going off my tree. I told him to go away. What are you going to do, you little pup? But he was only doing his job. And they say when you see the eyes open like that, and you put your hands over and they close. Nah, it just went pong. Looked straight at me. I went like that, pong. Ooh. Can't forget it. But then the last thing he wrote on a bit of paper, I got transferred on my hand. Trouble is, I think a bit of his spirit left him and got into me because I'm too much like my dad. Too much. Oh, another thing I've got to tell you, another thing my dad used to do, I don't know if people know Radio Caroline, but my dad used to run the DJs, the records, the food and supplies and fuel out to Radio Caroline out of Brighton, see. So my dad was a big part of Radio Caroline, the stories I was told, Yeah, he was a bit of a legend, my dad. There was one of his friends grabbed hold of me by his arm and he wouldn't let me go, and his daughter says, come on, we're going home. He said, no. He says, I'm sitting here with Jay. And he said, it's like I've gone back 40 years with Frank. He said, you're the same as your dad. I said, no, I'm not. I'm an upgrade. But that's what happened to him. See, the thing is, when I was explaining to my dad, we need to talk about this, he said, why? I said, well, I phone you all the time. But what happens, that day I'm phoning you, you're not going to be on the end of the phone. He said, what do you mean? He said, you know what I mean? He went, oh, I don't like to talk to this. So about 3 months before he died, we just got everything off my chest. So I was sort of prepared, but I wasn't prepared. Deep down, I think he knew he was going. That's why he come up to Scotland, because he didn't want to put his family through it, his daughters, the whole lot, the whole tribe, and all his kids, his grandchildren. He didn't want to put any of them through any stress, but he put it all on me. And that's why I went off the rails. That's why I lost my business. That's why I lost all my money. I lost everything. But I'm crawling my way back, yeah. I've got to man up, pull my socks up. The trouble is, I pull my socks up, I've got them stupid lines around my around my calves. But, no. I'll love you and leave you, people. T4 lovers out. Like, subscribe and share.